The videos coming out of these attacks were really gruesome. You saw fingers blown off, groin injuries, injuries to the face. Some, in some circumstances, were dead. And how badly does this weaken Hezbollah, both physically and morally? Because they switched to pagers because those are an old school form of communication to try to stymie these cyber attacks, and yet they were still attacked on such a grand scale.
Look, I think it's definitely a psychological blow to Hezbollah. It's a psychological blow to the support base of the organization. The organization's much of its support is premised on the idea that this is an invincible organization, that they will always be able to deter or defeat the Israelis militarily, that they're undefeatable. This punctures that image for certain. Nasrallah's speech today, Secretary General Hassan Nasrallah's speech today, tried to shore that up, but I think did little to do so. Then there's the actual impact. Again, you have thousands of fighters that have been put out of commission. The Israelis were able to reach them in places where they weren't able to expect that they would be reachable. So there's both a psychological impact on the organization, on its support base, and a kinetic impact and an actual physical impact on the organization's ability to engage in war fighting. I mean, even the people that weren't wounded critically for the foreseeable future, we don't know if they'll be able to return to fighting. We don't know the nature of the injuries all of these people have suffered. Yes, we've seen, the people who've lost hands, who've lost eyes, injuries, critical injuries to the pelvic region. These are people who are not going to be returning to combat ever. We don't know how extensive those injuries. I mean, if some people simply receive burns versus those injuries, that would really be a game changer. But as far as we know, thousands have been injured. How badly and how severe those injuries are remains to be determined.
A leader of Hezbollah called these attacks an act of war. Will they respond, and when? What can we expect, especially because, as you said, thousands of Hezbollah members are out of commission right now with those injuries, or they've died?
Well, yeah, Secretary General Hassan Nasrallah did say the organization would respond today, and that's to be expected. Again, this goes to the image of strength that they need to project to retain their popular support. They're going to have to respond in some way. Now, he did add some caveats. First, he tried to frame this as part of the larger battle that's been going on between Israel. This was trying to induce Hezbollah to back down off of supporting Gaza, and the initial retaliation, right, if you will, was that Hezbollah will continue attacking Israel and will not back down from its goal of supporting Gaza. The actual retaliation, he also addressed that it doesn't seem like they're going to war. He said it could take years, it could take months, and that when it happens, that the Israelis will know. But he didn't give a definite time period. He didn't give a definite form for the response, for the retaliation. Again, this is partially face-saving, but it is also an attempt, I think, to avoid being dragged into a larger war that Hezbollah does not want right now.